everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Packers going up against the Jaguars. With that, I get to say hello for the first time to our new commentators this year, as I'm privileged to welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Rodgers to throw on second down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Malik Jackson is very steady and awfully productive.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Rodgers now on first down. He's got time. Steps away to his left. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now the former Jet running back. This is Chris Ivory. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now look at the starting unit, and here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Oh, I like that one. Allen Robinson, I love coming out of Penn State. Everyone kept telling me he's not fast enough, and I kept pointing to the film and saying yes, but he catches everything. He's definitely a threat.
Bortles to throw on second down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's brought down after a good game. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On second down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, it's Thomas. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So,
and he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Julius Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Of course, we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer. But you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. They'll run here. This is James Starks. Stays on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
Paul Posluszny, the linebacker, brings him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down following the run. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he fires one incomplete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. On first down, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play clock winding down. Snap comes at 1. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And Crosby puts it through, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. On the return, here's Dree Archer. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard. Comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Bortles to throw on. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose, and the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Archer, the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They'll come out in the pistol. The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Okay, I don't want to bring money into it, but I'm going to. You know what your best contract negotiations are?
Good years.
Production. Chris Ivory, his first 1,000-yard season in New York, parlayed it into a nice deal with Jacksonville, and they expect the same results.
Yeah, nice 5-year deal indeed. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Green's got it over the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player, and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
319!
Now Starks. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They run again with Starks. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
26. 319.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the